Alright, hey folks, this is Keith from Less Magic, More Gathering, back here with another YouTube video for you. I'm here with Logan.
Hi.
You got something on your face. You got something on your face. Logan's never played Magic. He wants to learn. He's seen me play. He's seen my cards. He's found things laying around. It's made him curious and he wants to learn to play the game. So I thought the best way to teach him would be to get this Ultra Pro mat that has all of the card locations. It's got all the steps and phases for your turn so that we can keep track of those. We'll move the dice through the steps as we go, and hopefully that'll help him remember all the steps and learn the phases and things like that. So I didn't want to put him into a deck that he wouldn't understand or try and have him build his own deck. So I got the 2017 starter set, which comes with, I believe, obviously I haven't opened it, but I believe all the cards are Welcome Pack 17 cards, which means they are standard legal. Logan's decided that he wants the Dragon deck, which I could have told you 100 years ago which one he would pick given the choice. So let's bust this open, and first thing we'll do is we'll go through these decks so that if you are just starting to play Magic, you'll know kind of what to expect in these. There's a red dice for you and a white dice for me.
And also, of course, I would choose a dragon.
Of course you would.
I love dragons. Why do I got 2 dice?
What?
What?
This one's to keep track of your steps as we go.
What?
Just hold on to that one.
I don't
Calm down. The first thing that they've included in here is a learn to play guide. If you don't have someone that can teach you, or if you're not wanting to watch this video, you can go through this guide and learn the steps and phases and what cards do what and things like that. So it's got one for the Shivan Dragon deck, and it also has one that is specific for the Victory's Herald deck. I just tore that. That's okay. Anyway, we're not going to use these because I think for the most part I know how to play Magic enough that I can teach him anyway. You want to do my deck first or yours?
Mine.
Yours? Of course you do.
Because it's a dragon deck. I love dragons.
Alright, this says do not shuffle. See the included learn to play guides to get started. Flip this card over. So on the back of this card, I think it's just telling you not to shuffle that into your deck. On the back of this card, it's got all your turns. So I'll put this right over here so that Logan can look at that. Let's go through these decks really quick. Shivan Dragon. It's got a fling in there. Frontline Rebel. Attacks each turn if able. It's got a Terror of the Fairgrounds. That's Kaladesh.
I want the dragon so much. It's beautiful.
Shock. Wrangle. Hungry Flames.
Wrangle? I know what that is.
You do?
It's a catching card, I think.
It's a steal your opponent's creature card. Another Terror of the Fairgrounds. Maybe they didn't want you to shuffle at all because these look like they're already shuffled. Flame Lash. Shock. Another Frontline Rebel. Thundering Giant. It's a big boy. Falcon Wrath Reaver. Hyena Pack.
Wow.
Brazen Scourge. Another Reaver. And some more mountains. So yes, all these cards are either in standard or they are in the welcome pack so that they can be used in standard.
We have 2 packs. 2.
So, do you know how to shuffle, Logan?
I don't know how to shuffle that good.
Can you do this? No, I'll shuffle for you so you don't
Also,
make a mess.
literally says, do not shuffle.
Not that card. Okay, so we've got your cards shuffled. We'll put those right there. Let's go through my deck real quick. See what I'm getting into. I'm gonna crush you so bad.
No, you won't. Plus,
Victory's
it's not even fair. I
Herald.
don't even know how to play this game.
Impeccable Timing. Standing Troops. Glory Seeker. Inspired Charge. Graceful Cat. Mighty Leap. Dawn Feather Eagle, Another Graceful Cat, Divine Verdict, Impeccable Timing, the Sarah Angel, Inspired Charge, Glory Seeker, Bastion Enforcer, Stormfront Pegasus,
After this,
Standing Troops, and some planes.
after this, I'm gonna play Little Big Planet,
We'll put my little card right
but
there.
not on YouTube.
Because believe it or not, probably if you play Magic all the time, you just kind of take for granted that you know everything and know what you're doing. But having that card there when you're learning to play can be an invaluable resource. So if it's your first time playing and you're just getting your starter set opened up, go ahead and keep those cards with you so that you can follow through all the steps every turn. Even if you think you have an idea, it just really makes sure that you know what you're doing. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
We're gonna play this first game with our hands out so we can see them, okay?
Okay.
So put your dice on the little planeswalker symbol.
Oh, what? This.
Yep, just set it right there. That means you have 20 life. And then draw 7 cards off the top of your library, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead and do it.
20 cards.
7 cards.
Wait.
So while he's drawing, we will look at our hand here. Alright, pick them up so you can look at them, and then flip them over like I did mine, Logan.
Okay.
Just for this game, and probably until you learn to play pretty well on your own. We'll just do it like this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Put them down.
Oh.
Put them down like mine.
Oh, put them in like the tag.
Just put them down.
Okay, whatever.
Alright, so you've got some mountains here, and you've got some spells.
Like, oh man, I wanted the dragon.
So, I will let you go first. So, your first step, untap. You don't have anything to untap. Upkeep. You don't have anything in your upkeep right now either. Draw a card. You don't draw a card on your first turn, so you skip that. Now you go to your main phase over here, okay? So put that on the main phase. Now, during your main phase, you can play a land. So put one of your lands in play.
Like, where do I put them?
Well, let's scoot these back off the table. Okay? This black area is going to be the battlefield. Okay?
Okay.
So put a land onto the battlefield.
I like this one.
Okay. Put it out there. Keep it at the bottom so you can keep them separate. You'll put your creatures and stuff up here. Now, you have a spell right here. You see that little fireball in the top?
Yeah.
That means you have to use one of your lands to play this spell. So, you have a decision to make. You can play this spell, which does 2 damage to one of my creatures, or it can do 2 damage to me. Or, you can hold on to that and keep it so that when I start playing creatures, you can do damage to my creatures to get them off the battlefield. Which one do you want to do?
Thank you.
You want to do it to me?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What would that do?
That makes me lose life.
Okay, I want to do that.
Okay, you can. So then, to play that spell, you have to, this is called tapping your land. So you turn that to the side. You can only do that once per turn. So you can only use that land one time, and then you cast your spell. I can't do anything about it, so I lose 2 life. Okay, now this spell goes in your graveyard. Can you find your graveyard?
Oh, graveyard.
Yep, move it into your graveyard.
This spell does?
Yep. So then on my turn, I draw a card. I drew another plains. I can't do anything. So I will put a land onto the battlefield. I have no spells that I can play. It's your turn again. So now, we didn't do it. Alright, let's go back to the beginning here. Untap. So, untap everything that's tapped on the battlefield that you control.
I don't know.
Untap means that if you've used them, you can turn them back upright. That means you can use them again.
If they're in the graveyard, can you do that too?
No. If it's in the graveyard, you don't need to worry about it.
Okay.
So then you go to your upkeep. You don't have anything that happens there. You go to your draw step. Go ahead and draw another card out of your library.
Out of my library?
Yep.
One card?
Yep. And flip it over there. Okay, so you got a creature. So now you go to your main phase. And you can play another land. So put another land onto the battlefield. And now you have 2 mana that you can use. So you can't do any of these right now, but you can do this one. So tap your mana.
This? Or this?
Yep. Both of them. Because you see it has a fireball and a number 1.
Oh.
That means you have to use 1 fireball, and if it's got a number in a gray circle, you can use any color mana. So you can use this red one, or if you had other colors out there, you could use them to pay that too, but you have to do the red if it has one of those fireball symbols.
Mickey ones.
Yep, so put that on the battlefield.
That was even better.
So now we would go to combat. This has what is called summoning sickness. You can't use a creature the first turn you put it out unless it has an ability called haste. So you go to the attack phase, you can't do anything, so we'll skip the block and damage phases, go to your second main phase. Since you don't have any mana and you can't play any other spells, you go to your end step and you pass the turn. Got it? Okay, so now it's my turn again. So I have an untap, upkeep, draw step. So I draw an Inspired Charge. Then I'll go to my main phase, and I can play a land, right? So now I have 2 creatures here. Nope, I don't. I've got 1 creature. And I will put out a Stormfront Pegasus. That is it does how much damage if it attacks?
2.
And how much damage can it take before it dies?
1.
Right. The first number is its attack damage. The second number is its toughness. So if it takes 1 damage, it'll die. And it has flying. So this can attack you, and you can't block it because your creature doesn't have flying or an ability called reach. So if it's flying, your creatures that are on the ground can't block. Okay?
Oh.
So now I will skip my attack, block, damage phases because I can't do anything else. Second main phase, I can't do anything. Goes to my end step. Now it's your turn again. What do you do? Follow your steps. What's the first thing you do? This one's your life. Let's put it over here. Put it right there.
I can untap.
Yep. So untap all your stuff. Now what's your next phase?
Unkeep.
Upkeep. You don't have anything that happens during the upkeep. Some spells will have abilities that trigger during the upkeep, but you don't have any. What's next?
Draw.
Okay, draw a card.
Do I have to draw a card even if I got a card that... Oh yeah. Dragon Man's back.
Alright, put it down. So that's in your hand, not on the battlefield.
Bestest card I ever had in my entire life.
Alright. What's the next phase?
Main.
Main phase. So what can you do now?
I think put a card in.
You can play a
land.
Land, that's right.
I only have 1 land.
You can only do 1 land per turn, and it has to be played during one of your main phases.
And then attack.
Yeah, you can attack if you want. So you can attack with this, and if I block it, I get to choose whether or not I block it. So if I block it, both of our creatures will die, and you won't do any damage.
Oh, but that would be a bad idea because he would die too.
They would both die, that's right. If I don't block it, then this would hit me for 2 damage.
But it would still kill him.
It wouldn't die. If I don't block it, it won't die. If I were you in a situation like this, I would go ahead and attack because you have other options in your hand there that can do damage to me, and if I block this, then I'm going to lose a flying creature that you can't block anyway.
Wait, do I die too?
Your creature will die because mine has 2 attack, right? And yours has 2 defense. But one thing you can do, you see this card right here, it's an instant card. That means you can play it any time. So if you attack me and I say I'm gonna block, then you can play an instant spell that will kill my creature. And then this card here, what's it say? Can you read it to us?
Hungry Flames deals 3 damage to target creature and 2 damage to target player. In the hold of the heart of
Karan?
Chandra. And
You don't have to read that part. The little words at the bottom are they're called flavor text. They don't affect the card.
Hungry Flame deals 3 damage to target creature and 2 damage to target player.
Okay,
This is great.
go ahead and put it down.
I'm gonna attack because after I attack, I'm gonna do the instant spell.
Okay, that might be a good idea. Let's see what happens. So when you attack, do you know what you do?
Flip it over like that.
That's right, you turn it. So that means you're attacking. Now, I'm not gonna block it because I would rather take 2 damage and not lose my creature than to have that creature die.
Man.
So you can still play that at the end of your turn if you don't want me to have this creature next turn. So I'll take the 2 damage this time. Puts me at 16. So I'll let you decide if you want to play that spell or not. That'll kill my creature so that you won't have to worry about me attacking you, but it also is a bigger spell. It does 3 damage, and this only has 1 defense, so you might save that for a bigger creature later.
Yeah, I'm gonna save this.
Okay.
It's a really good card.
Okay. So we did the block, which I didn't do. I took the damage. Second main phase, do you have anything you want to play? No, right?
This.
Well, this one is as an additional cost, you have to sacrifice a creature, and then this does damage to me equal to
It's
the
like
creature's
this too.
power.
This is like this.
Well, kind of. So when you play this, you'll have to sacrifice a creature. It goes in your graveyard, and then it'll do damage to me equal to the creature's power. So you play that, put this in your graveyard, and then I would take 2 damage.
And then this will do.
But you lose your creature when that happens. So I wouldn't cast that right now.
Yeah, I'm not. No.
Okay, my turn?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll go to my untap. My upkeep, I don't do anything. My draw step, I'll draw another card. Got another inspired charge. And then I'll go to my main phase. So now I have lands to play. So I put a land into play. And then I have 3. So I can cast this spell if I want to, but I don't really have a reason to right now. So I'm going to attack for 2. And you can't block it, but if you want to, you can cast this spell now to kill my creature before it does damage to you.
Okay. Wait.
But again, this one does 3 damage, so if I get a bigger creature out there later, or if I play a spell to make this one bigger, that would probably be a better time to use that.
Would that kill my creature?
No, it'll just kill my creature, and it'll do 2 damage to me because that's what that card does.
No, would it kill my creature if
No.
I don't use this?
If you use this, your creature will not die.
Okay. I'm not gonna use that.
You're going to... Okay, so then I did the attack phase. You didn't block because you couldn't. Damage phase. So you take 2 damage because my creature does damage to you.
That
Nope,
means-
this one over here.
Oh, this one. is...
If you were at 20 minus
18.
2, that's right. So then I'll go to my second main phase, and I don't have anything I want to play right now. So I'll go to my end step.
Okay,
Your turn. What do you do?
Untap.
Okay.
This.
Yep.
Unkeep.
Upkeep. You don't have anything to do?
Draw.
Draw step. Draw a card.
Oh my god. Hyena pack.
Hyena pack. Cool. So now what's your next phase?
Main.
Yep. What do you do in the main phase?
Draw a card.
Nope. You already drew a card.
Oh.
That's big. So if you have a land, you can play one.
I don't have land.
Or you can play any sorcery or creature cards that you want to play. But I think your creature cards are all too expensive, aren't they? You need
Yep.
1 more mana for this one. You need 2 more mana for this one. And you need 3 more for that one.
This one is... That's gonna take forever.
So, you go to the attack phase. Then do you want to attack me for 2 more damage?
Wait. Oh. Yes.
Okay, so good job. And I can't block it. And I don't have any spells that'll help me. So
Right now I'm doing good.
I go down to 14.
I'm beating you.
Alright, so we went to the block phase. We did the damage in the second main phase. Do you want to do anything? Do you want to kill my creature? Or do you want to save that still?
Save it.
Okay, so then you go to the end step. So now, my turn. Up, untap, upkeep, draw. I got another land, so I've got 4 now. So, I will go to my main phase, and I don't have anything that I can or want to play. I can play these spells, but I'm going to save them so I can trick you. And then I go to attack. I'm not going to attack this time. Okay? Now that if we're actually playing a game and you don't know what I've got, that would tell you that I may have something that can make this bigger. Or maybe I'm just tired of getting hit for 2 and I'm willing to sacrifice my creature to get rid of yours.
Oh.
Okay?
My God.
So then we go block, damage, second main phase. I'm not playing anything. My end step.
Okay. Untap. Does this keep on going forever?
Yeah.
You can play this like infinity.
Until somebody runs out of life. What's the next step?
Upkeep.
Don't touch that.
Upkeep.
Don't touch that. There you go. Nothing on the upkeep. What's next?
Draw.
Okay, let's see what you get.
Another one of these.
Okay, good. So, if you go to your first main phase,
Main.
what can you do there?
Put it on, but I don't got it.
Yep, and you can also do what? Play creatures or sorcery spells. Now, here's what I do. I would go ahead and attack with this. You know that I have a chance that I could pump this up, right? I'd go ahead and attack because you've got spells in your hand that can kill that even if I pump it up.
I should use this because it would still kill yours, but I have to sacrifice mine.
Well, go ahead and attack and let's see what happens.
Wait, would it kill yours?
Just go ahead and attack. I'll show you. No, don't do that. Put that in your hand. Just attack. How do you attack?
Oh.
Yes. So now, I'm going to say that this guy is a blocker. I'm going to block with this guy. And I'm going to play a spell, Mighty Leap, gives it +2/+2 on its power and toughness. So now it's a 4/3.
Oh. My God.
So now, if I block your creature, yours will die, mine won't, and I won't take any damage. But, in response to me playing this, what you can do is tap your mana, play this card. What would you do to play that card?
I don't want to play this card.
Why?
Because it's strong and good.
But you need it now because my toughness is higher on this, so that's a good time to use it. How do you play it? What do you do? No? You gotta pay. You gotta pay for it.
Out of what?
Remember, you have to pay the cost at the top. What's it cost?
2 of these. Oh wait, no, all of them.
Yep.
Oh
So
my
then you
goodness.
play this spell in response to me playing this one. So this creates what's called a stack. So now when these spells resolve, the top one will happen first. So your spell happens and it deals 3 damage to my target creature. It says target creature, so you can do it to any creature. You're going to do it to mine. And it deals 2 damage to target player. So my creature dies. This spell never happens because the target creature that I was going to give +2/+2 is in the graveyard. So that goes in the graveyard too. This goes in your graveyard. It killed my creature. It did 2 damage to me. Now we continue in the combat phase here. So we were on the block phase. Now we go to the damage phase. Since my blocker is gone, you would think that the damage got through, right?
Yeah.
But with the way this game is played, since I said that I was going to block that, that damage doesn't come through. Unless you have an ability called Trample. But this one doesn't. So I don't take any more damage this turn. Okay?
Okay.
You don't have any more mana to use. You can't play anything else. So what do you do here? In your second main phase?
Second main phase, I forgot about that one.
Can you do anything?
Nope.
Alright, go to the end step. Okay, so I will untap,
Okay.
upkeep, draw.
I'm
My draw phase, I got another spell, and I've got a land.
Still, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna save this dragon. This dragon is strong. I'm gonna use it when you got only 5. When you got 5 on there.
So now I have a spell that I could use later, or I can put out this creature, which I think the smart thing for me to do is to go ahead and get the creature out there. Even though you might kill it, I still need to get a creature out there so that I have something to defend myself. So we go through the combat phases here because I can't do any combat because this just came out. Second main phase, I can't do anything else. I go to my end step.
Oh wow, that was fast. Untap. Okay. I need to untap all of them. Upkeep. I don't know what the upkeep is.
Some of the spells will say something on them like during your upkeep or at the beginning of your upkeep, do something. And that would be when you would do that. But you don't have anything that says that, so go ahead.
Draw. Ooh, do. Ooh. Discard. Creature.
Brazen Scourge. See, that one says it has haste, so you can attack with that one the first turn you play it. So, based on knowing what's in your hand, and this comes with kind of, you know, playing Magic for a while. During your first main phase, I wouldn't do anything. I would go to your attack step.
Why is this so expensive when it's not even that strong?
It's pretty big. 33 is pretty good. And it only costs 3, and it has haste. But now, looking at your hand, you can sacrifice a creature to do its damage to another creature or player, right?
Yeah, but it would do.
So it wouldn't make sense for you to swing with this, right?
I don't know what's. Did you say swing?
Attack with it.
Attack.
But here's what I'd do if I were you. I would go ahead and swing with this, attack with it, and then here's why. If I block with it, then this does 2 damage to this. Mine does 4 damage to you, which kills your creature, but this spell right here makes it so that you can sacrifice a creature to do its power worth of damage to another creature or player, right?
Will it do like 2 times more?
Well, listen. So, you attack with that. I will block. Then, I probably wouldn't block normally. If I was actually playing you in a real game, I probably wouldn't block. But I want to show you how some of these spells work. So I say I'm going to block that. This is a big creature. It's a 4/4. It has flying and it has vigilance, which means I don't have to tap it when I attack with it. So I can still use it as a blocker. So it's a good creature. You want that to die. So you're going to go ahead and pay 2 to cast that spell.
But would this like times 2 my attack?
Yes, essentially. So when I say I'm going to block that, then you can cast this spell, and this kind of happens right in here between the block and damage phases. So I've said I'm going to block. So between the block and damage phases, you're going to cast this spell. Actually, that's not when it's going to happen. Okay, hold on. So as damage happens, this does 2, this does 4, and you're going to, as a response to the damage phase, you're going to do this. You're going to fling. So you sacrifice this to do 2 more damage to my creature. So that goes in your graveyard, that goes in your graveyard, but you did 4 damage to my angel. So did it live?
Died.
Died.
Because it only has 4 health.
So you were able to kill my angel, and you only had to sacrifice a small creature that you've got more of.
Okay.
So.
Second main? Oh.
Yep. You don't have anything to do, so what next? End step. That's right. So I'll go untap. Upkeep, draw. I draw a graceful cat. Okay? So now if I attack with the graceful cat, it gets a +1/+1. So that's a pretty good spell. So, hold on. First main phase, get another land out there. I'll pay 3, and I'll play my graceful cat. So I have a 2/2. I can't use it this turn. So we go attack, block, damage. Second main phase, I'm not doing anything else. That's my turn. Your turn.
Okay. Wait, untap. I was about to say upkeep. I don't got upkeep, but draw. Yes.
Yay! Alright, so go to your main phase. Do you want to play a land?
Yeah, because I do want to... Oh, I can't actually draw that yet because it's a 5.
Yeah. But I have a 2/2 over here, right? Mm-hmm. And you know, since you can see the card, that when it attacks, it gets a +1/+1. So it'll be attacking for 3. So, out of the spells you've got over there, which one do you think you should play?
Wait, are you telling me which one should I play?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Oh. This one?
Yeah, you could do this one, or you could do this one, and save this one. You can attack with this one this turn if you want. So, do you see what it says? What's the first word on that card?
Haste.
Haste means you can tap it. You can do anything that requires it to tap, like attacking or using abilities, the first turn you put it out. So if you put that out here, and you attack me with it this turn, then I have to either take 3 damage, or my cat's gonna die.
I know you're gonna choose cat die because you don't want to lose. Okay, whatever. I'm just putting it.
You gotta pay for it. How much does it cost?
3.
Okay. So do you want to attack with it?
Yep.
Okay. So if I take the 3, then that puts me down to 9, right? And so I'm looking in my hand, and I don't have any other creatures. So I know that unless I happen to draw one, I'm not going to have any way to defend myself later. So I'm going to not block it. I'll take the 3 damage this time. Okay?
Oh,
So I'm at 9.
9.
And you can't do anything else, right?
What?
You can't do anything else.
Yep.
So block damage, second main, instep. So now I'll untap, upkeep, draw a card, got another land, so that doesn't help me at all. So if I attack you, then you're gonna lose 3 life, but I won't have anything to defend myself later. So I'm not gonna attack this turn.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna play anything. I'll go to my instep.
Okay. I need to untap it. What did I do? Now I don't have any spells, so
Finish untapping.
wait. Oh.
There you go.
How about I put them over here? Wait, can they even see that?
Yeah.
They can.
Yep.
Okay. We did it. Okay. I untapped everything. Now I draw. Please get a land. Yes, I got a land! Oh no, wait. Oh, I wanna wait. Down. Attack.
Well, hold on. Go back to your main phase.
Okay.
Do you have anything in your hand that you can use this turn in your first main phase?
I could use this.
Could you use that this turn?
Yep.
Why?
Because I got 5 of these.
But can you use it this turn? Can you attack with it?
Yeah.
Why?
You didn't teach me that part.
Yes, I did. What's it say right there?
Oh, creature.
No,
giant.
right here.
Haste.
What's haste mean?
I forgot.
That you can use it or attack with it on the first turn when you play it, right?
Yes.
So if you play that, it's going to use up all your lands, but it's going to make it so that you can attack me for 7.
That would be good. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Okay.
Doing all this. All this.
You're awfully proud of yourself, aren't you?
Yes, I am so proud of myself.
Okay.
Why would you think not?
What's your next phase?
My next phase?
Mhm.
Oh. Block.
No, you skipped one.
Oh, attack.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to use this.
Just that one, or are you going to do both?
Wait, I can do both?
You can attack with as many as you want.
This is going to be a smart choice. Pretty smart.
So, if I don't block, I'll only have 2 life left. So, I think what I'm going to have to do this turn is play a spell. So I'm going to play 4, and I'm going to play Divine Verdict. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature. So I'm going to destroy the big one.
Oh, no. Don't, no. Oh, me.
And then that card goes in my graveyard.
Yes,
So I
sir.
destroyed that, it goes in your graveyard.
Fight,
And then-
Bailey. Oh, man.
In hopes that I can draw something to get myself out of this hole, I'm not gonna block this and lose my cat. I'm gonna take 3, so that puts me at 6. So you're in a really good spot at 18 to 6 right now. We'll see what happens. Alright, so the blocking and the damage is done. You don't have any lands to play anything on your second main phase, so that ends your turn, okay?
Okay.
I draw another land.
Another wind.
So,
Another land, another. Wait, no! Wait, yay. Because you can't even. Oh. Not gonna be a good idea, is it?
so if I attack you, I still don't have a creature to play. I've got some spells that I could play to help myself out later. But I don't have any way to defend myself if I attack, and I'm only at 6. So I'm gonna skip through and end my turn.
Okay.
Your turn, buddy.
Okay, untap
There you go.
everything. Untap. Wait, that's upside down. Everything.
Hey, quit that.
I don't know if I told you this in the video, but after this I'm gonna play Little Big Planet. Maybe my dad will let me do it on YouTube. Maybe.
I won't. Alright, go through your phases here. We're trying to teach people to play Magic.
Nope, I don't got anything. Draw. Another land. Oh my gosh.
What's that mean?
I got another land.
Oh, okay.
Just got another land. Why do I got so many of these lands? It's like sand lands. Okay. And then the next stage is...
You're not going to do anything during your main phase?
Wait, what? I thought I... Oh, I can put people in.
If you want to. Or you can wait until after you do the attacking. None of these have haste, so I would wait. Go ahead and do your attack.
Okay. The only one I can attack with is this.
Yeah?
But this is a lot of lands. But I could use this card, and I don't know. This is our choice.
Well, does it have haste?
No, but it has flying.
So even if you put that out there right now, you can't attack with it this turn.
Oh, I'm not doing that. No, bye.
So go ahead and attack if you want to.
Okay, that would put in.
Which I would if I were you.
Okay.
You don't have to pay.
I don't.
No,
Why?
because it's already out there on the battlefield. You only pay when you put the card into the battlefield.
Oh.
Or if it's a spell, you only pay for it when you use it.
It's just like pets, like when you buy them.
Yeah, I guess. Alright, so you're attacking me for 3.
Yes.
So, I don't know, normally I wouldn't know what's in your hand, but I know you're going to beat me anyway. But here's what I would do. I'm going to pay 4 mana, and I'm going to play Inspired Charge on my cat. So, it's all my creatures. Creatures I control get +2/+1 until end of turn. So I will play that, and I will block your Brazen Scourge with my Graceful Cat,
Uh-oh.
and they will both die.
Oh, they died? They both died?
Yep,
But you don't got any creature.
I don't have any creatures.
So I win.
You do not win. I still have 6 life. You didn't do any damage to me. So now, after the combat
No, you
phase
have-
is over...
You have 3 life, don't you?
Nope,
Oh, you died.
I blocked it. So in your second main phase, now you can play spells again. Do you want to play one of your spells?
I don't even have any spells.
Right here. These are all spells you can play. So you can either play this and this, if you want, or you can play this.
So if I do these, and then wait for my next turn, and then put this in, I can attack with this, and it will do a lot of damage.
You won't be able to, if you do these two, you won't be able to attack with this one next turn. What's this one do? What's its abilities?
Flying. Wait, do I have to read those?
Let me see. Let's put it up here so everybody can see. Not so close. Let's put it right here. Shivan Dragon has flying, which means it can't be blocked except by creatures with flying, or a different ability called reach. And it has this ability here. That little symbol right there means that you can pay 1 red mana and it gets +1/+0 until the end of the turn. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to play this. So tap your 6 lands.
Wait. Tap. Wait. I don't.
Tap them all. You're playing this spell, so you have to pay for it.
Oh, I forgot. Tap means pay.
Yes.
You should just say pay. So that is all of it. Wait.
How much does it cost?
6.
Okay. Count them up.
That's all of my lands.
Okay.
Holy moly. That's gonna take up the whole.
Well, you can put them on top of each other like this, buddy.
Okay, now I'm gonna do it.
So it doesn't take up so much space. Alright, so after you've played that, you can't do anything else. That'll end your turn. So now it's my turn. I untap. I go to my upkeep, draw step. I draw another land. Is that 3 turns in a row I've drawn a land?
What?
Unbelievable. So now I know I'm going to lose, but I'm going to let you go ahead and have your fun. So I go to my end step. Start your turn.
Wait. Oh.
Untap.
Untap all of these. Okay.
They're already untapped.
Okay. I'm just gonna put them out like this.
So now, since I don't have any blockers, you don't need to pay anything else during your main phase. I would just go ahead and swing.
Wait, draw?
Oh yes, draw a card. Sorry.
This guy again.
Okay, so put that down. So now you have 2 options. You can attack. So go ahead and attack.
Okay.
You're going to want to, because I don't have any way to defend. This might be a spell that I could use against you. You normally wouldn't know because you don't get to see my hand, but for the sake of this video, it's not. So now you're attacking me for 5, and I've only got 6 life left, right?
Yep.
So this ability right here makes it so you can pay 1, and it gets a +1/+0 on its power and toughness until the end of the turn. So if you're attacking for 5, and I have 6 life, I can't block anything. What do you think you should do with that ability?
Put a spell in?
No. What do you think you should do with this ability right here? If you pay 1, if you tap 1 mountain, you can make it a 6/5 instead of a 5/5.
Oh yeah, that would just kill you automatically.
That's right.
Okay, I want to do that.
You want to do that?
Yep.
Okay, so I can't block, so that puts me at 0.
I win. I can't believe I just did better than you. You're like the best player ever.
Good game, buddy.
You're like the best player ever and I still beated you.
I am not the best player ever. I just like to have fun and play games, so. You did good. Do you think you're starting to understand how to play now?
A little bit.
Alright, and it takes a while to really learn all the steps and how all the abilities work and everything like that, so.
You know how I probably beated you?
You beat me by playing a Shivan Dragon and making it huge.
Wait, I made it huge. Yeah, no, I probably beated you because this guy is so strong, and I made him even stronger.
He's pretty good.
But no, he's not good. He's great.
Okay. Alright. Thank you for watching our video. If you're just thinking about getting into Magic or starting to play, I really hope it was helpful. Find someone else that is new to the game and you could get this mat and the starter deck, and it's a really good place to start to learn how to play before you go in and start playing at a local game store or things like that, where you're playing with other people that really know what they're doing. Get